Hello and welcome to Tabletop Oddity. My name is Jay and today we're going to be putting the Star Wars Legion Imperial units in a tier. So we're going to rank them, we're going to rate them, and we're going to put the best in S and the worst in D. And the criteria maybe not be the best, it's just going to maybe be my favourites. On the internet this is sometimes being done for fun, sometimes being done seriously. I'm not sure where I'm going to sit on that, but hopefully I'll leave a link to this in the description below and you'll be able to do your own tiered system. And obviously if you write that in the comments, I will check them out and we should have a bit of fun like that. I will eventually do the Rebel one. I'm just doing the Imperial one first. And yeah, we'll crack on basically. As I said, it's not super serious. Even though at the end of this video you like the video, do press like. And if you're not subscribed to the channel and you're interested in Star Wars Legion, then please do so. Also, buy that merch. So let's get on with it. So as I said, we're just going to go through them. We're going to rank the units and just say which are the best, which are the worst or whatever, but not really. I don't know. The criteria will go as we go along. We're going to start off with the core units though, and there's only one main core unit that needs to be in this conversation, and that's the Stormtroopers themselves. They're going straight as A. You almost always take 3 of these. You could take 2 and 1 snow, but these boys are the standard of an Imperial list, so they've got to go A at least. And Snowtroopers, they're just not as good. Now the flamer on the Snowtroopers, fantastic, right, great, but it's very situational. Whereas that DLT on them Stormtroopers, if I was really going to split this out, the DLT would be S, and the HH rocket launcher would probably be D, and the flamer would be B, and the other one would be off the chart because it's an ion weapon and it's absolute. Well, let's say it's not interesting. It's garbage. It's garbage. I'm doing it like Donald Trump. Garbage. Pure. Sad. But that's it for the core troopers for now. That's all we have. I'm pretty confident. I'm pretty happy with the way that is. And we will then move on to the characters, right? So for the image here, I've got the Celebration Vader. Don't let that put you off. It's just because I didn't want to put the core box for Vader and Luke. So Vader, the thing is, I love me some Vader. When the game first came out, I played purely Vader, right? But I think we all have to accept he ain't that good, right? And he's probably not even A level of good. He's probably B level of good. And I know that's going to upset some people, but come at me. Make your own in the comments if you really disagree with me. And then who did we get? Well, we got the lovely Krennic. Krennic is fantastic. He's going A. No, and I realised you might be like, Jay, what are you talking about? Vader would munch Krennic. Yes, of course. If they had a 1v1 fight, Vader would munch. I'm saying Krennic. I mean bloody Vias. Do apologise to dear viewers for my stupid mistake. Yes, but I mean Vias. Vias is just so much more useful than Vader. All round, he's beneficial because you can plonk him with Boba Fett or somebody else, and he just becomes a bit good with all his command cards and stuff like that. So then, I think in release schedule we actually got Boba Fett. Now Boba Fett is by far the best thing so far for the Imperials, if you ask me. He is supremely good. The Swiss Army knife of the Imperial faction. Fantastic operative there. He's not really a character. Well, he's a character. He's not a commander, but he's an operative. And he fits right up there in the S. If anything, I'd put him beyond S. He's like S+, S double star, whatever. Boba Fett is your man, I believe. Or Mandalorian. Lols. And then who came out next? Well, then we had Palp. Now, Palp I want to rate higher than Vader, but I don't want to put him on Vias' level, because he's higher than Vader. If I did that, people would be like, what are you doing, Jay? But I think that actually might be the case. But can I bring myself to do that? I'm not even sure. I don't know if I can bring myself to do this. I'm going to put him here for now. But, that things might change. Palpatine, he's all right. He's more versatile than Vader. Oh, let's just do it. We've got to actually tier the system properly, haven't we? Palpatine is more versatile than Vader. I've said it, and I mean it. I've said it, and I mean it. So there you have it. Krennic, not quite as good as Vias. I think probably he's only really useful if you're taking Death Troopers. Yeah, he's going as B. I've done it. And then we're not going to try and remember the exact order of everything because I probably can't. But the ATST, it ain't going to make it on this. It isn't going to make it. It's going C. The ATST, not that great. Vehicles as a whole, not that great, especially when you consider where Stormtroopers are up in this list. A lot of things here have impact. and that puts a pay to vehicles on a lot of different levels. And you know, I've just not the desk, but the ATST, I don't think so. You know, shall we stick with vehicles? We'll go with the speeder bikes, which were in the core set. Now, they have become a lot more. I'm going to put them temporarily as B, but let's talk about them, right? They've become a lot less good ever since the Scout Troopers and the Commandos. Having Pierce on them, they don't have armor, feels really bad, and nobody's really running them. So they're not making it as B. They're going as C. Now, I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to put as D on this list. Maybe nothing, which might break a few hearts, but I can't personally see. Oh no, there was a problem. One of these is the strike teams, and one of these is the full unit. Now, I named the image, but you can't apparently change the pictures, so I will try and change that one on the next time, or before this actually goes live. I'll maybe like cut it in half or do 2 boxes or something stupid. But yeah, we'll try and make it obvious. Yeah, the speeder bike's not getting used that much. They're just a little bit weak, I think, overall. Now, I don't think anything here necessarily belongs in the D category, and definitely not the speeder bikes. The tank, I'm hastened to say A. I've played against the tank and Vader, and that was quite good. It's more useful than I think the tank without Vader is better. I'm not sure. He's definitely not A, so it's got to go B, right? The tank without Vader, just a tank on its own, I think it's okay. That, I think it is the definition of middle ground, and we're having like a nice little slant here. Most things should go as B, which is sort of like average, but we've got to have some stuff at D. And I'm really not sure what to put. You know, I'm going to put the speeder bikes at D. Nikki is going to absolutely detest me after seeing that. But yeah, I've just got to believe it, right? So let's move on to the E-Web, as that was out quite early on as well. The E-Web, I don't know. It's all right. It's all right. That's all I can really say about it. It's not that great, but it's all right. And yeah, so we'll move on to the Scouts, because it's what I was just talking about, right? So the Scouts, we've got the 2-man strike squad, which I was going to have like a strike squad. I might even have to like change the name here, because we have the strike squad, the 2-man sniper team, or the saboteurs, pretty damn decent, and then the full unit. Now, the full unit for the Imperials they're really tricky to use because of the white dice. They die quite quickly, but they are quite potent in combat because in shooting, because they actually have 2 black dice at range 2. But getting there when you've got the sniper is weird. They're a very weird unit to use. So the 2-man, the full unit is going to go as D. But the 2-man, they're not, like, you need to have them in every list probably, but I'm not putting them as S because I don't like them, because I actually think the relevance is being slightly diminished. But it is obviously still super good. Now, the specialists, I'm going to put that as specialist as B. Obviously, there's quite a few things in the med droid. The comm relay would be right at the bottom, right? The med droid probably be A or a B. The med droid specifically, the tank droid probably a little bit less than that. Maybe if the med droid was A, the tank droid would be B, and the leader would maybe be a B or A or a B. A or a B, pretty decent. Royal Guard are falling out of favour, but they're still alright. So I'm going to put them at... Oh, I do not want to put them as C. I'm going to put them as C. Death Troopers, let's put them as A. So there's very few S-class things there. Right, so let's talk this through now, what I just randomly decided there at the end. You know, I've left that S-class tier quite empty. The sole reigning unit there is Boba Fett, but I believe Bosk will be joining him. Veers is quite good, and I wouldn't necessarily mind if somebody put Veers up there as well, but for sure, you know, the DLT maybe on its own as an upgrade would maybe sneak in there as an S, but yeah, I'm pretty happy with this list. Let's have a look at the A category. Stormtroopers, you know, pretty standard core to the Imperial factions. DLT, buffing out that army. Veers, capable, decent command card, really useful. Inspire, spot, a fantastic unit there. The 2-man strike squad, obviously the sniper's probably better than the saboteurs, but you know, and the snipers, you sort of need them. You need the 2-man squads in your list generally because you want to buff out those activations. The 2-man squad at 44 points of snipers or whatever it is pretty damn sweet. The Death Troopers, you sort of only want to take with Krennic, so I could imagine putting them on the same tier. They're just so much better with Krennic, but then Krennic doesn't really do much in the actual game, but he's got a decent command card, so I'm not set on that as a combo. I think it gives you a nice option because of the long range suppressive with the Death Troopers. Pretty good, pretty damn great weapons, great saves. So I don't want to, I'd put them as an A. I think that's possibly fair. B for the Snowtroopers. They don't get in that many lists, but you'll often see one unit of Flamer pretty consistently, and that's why. Palpatine, he's more versatile than Vader with the pull the strings. He's got the suppressive, now you will die. He's pretty decent. I think you'll probably see Krennic more than Vader forever, but I would not put Krennic as A, and I wouldn't put Palpatine. Was I saying Vader then? And I wouldn't put Palpatine at C. So they're both going B. The tank is pretty okay, right? I think the tank. What's weird is I actually think the tank and maybe the Death Troopers are maybe about the same. Maybe. I think you'll see the Death Troopers more than the tank. So no, I'm pretty happy with that. I think the Death Troopers are better than the tank, thinking about it. I think you've got more likely to see the Death Troopers in more units. The specialists, as I said, it depends on which one you're settling on. Are you going to settle for the the comm relay guy? Not really that interesting in a lot of lists. There is a couple of tech versions you wanted to get coordinated fire, but that's been nerfed, so that's out of the question. Vader, strong initially, falling off the cliff. His movement's too slow. Needs something. He's too expensive. Needs something. ATST. Everybody's got armor. Boom, wrecked. E-Web, slow. Not that many wounds. Doesn't do too much damage. Meh. The Royal Guard, you could easily put the Royal Guard as B, and I wouldn't mind. Let's just do it. Put the Royal Guard as B. They don't fit in C. And the full unit of scouts, it's not terrible. Neither necessarily is the speeder bikes, but we've got to have a D category. Otherwise, what's the point of the tiered list? So there you have it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I'm not necessarily saying these are competitively the best units or what have you, but we've got to have that. You've heard my reasoning, you've seen my reasoning, you've seen my list. Let me know your thoughts. Not a super serious video, this one, guys, so don't take it too seriously. Don't be like, Jay, you're wrong. The Death Guard are by far the best unit, and you're an absolute idiot. Don't do that. Let's just have a bit of fun. Give me your list in the comments below. I'll try and do a better picture for the Scout Troopers. I might just write the word 2-man on one of them. That's the end of the video. I'll try and do the Rebel one this week as well. Have a most beautiful day. Like and subscribe. When I was saying buy that merch, I've got a link to Teespring. I've got this odd one, and I've got like a third wheel one, which is quite cool. I highly recommend you check it out. I'll be wearing the third wheel one soon. Have a beautiful day, and goodbye.